focus is on the Lions' veteran quarterback, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Lions and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between our visitors and the Detroit Lions. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. At one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Smith's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. They had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
There he goes, left side. The 20. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts. the second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's got it to Gibson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into...
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form, and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. Some motivation week, not an issue.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And able to get this to the 31.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Smith. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, Smith. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Smith. A rifle Eagles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
On second down, it's Burnett. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need to dispute.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Travis Jones makes a tackle. The Eagles at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Got an open man, it's Burnett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 14. And an Orlando first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Check, reload, alert, hey,
on the counter, Gibson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Geno out to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Fielded at the 20. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be Eagles football 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 23. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
Backfield to help pass protect. All the receivers in their patterns. It's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it.
Taken at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football, and this is scooped up by the Lions, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are the mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back. Another great opportunity.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There's a nice move.
And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 36-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burnett, and able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. They'll run on first down. Burnett, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. It's Burnett, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On third down, Burnett, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Cole Kmet,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And
out to the flat for Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Smith now to throw. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. 7 yards there and a first down. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Now Gino on first down. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Smith throwing again. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
19. 3.
Hurts. And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we've reached past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On second down now, it's Burnett. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, Burnett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down, it's Burnett. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, it's Burnett, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 124 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. On third down, Burnett. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on third down to keep the drive going. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burnett, and some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can finally move out the 4. From the 4 now, third and goal. Jones will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but
not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Smith on first down. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 47, it's second and 5. Straight ahead, Gibson. Oh, able to avoid him. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try the air now with Smith. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 23-yard line.
Throwing now is Geno. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Gain 16. Brings up 4th down.
Alert!
They'll go. It's Gibson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Boy, 227 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burnett. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Smith, an incomplete pass down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Time multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
his safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Orlando takes back over on offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett. And able to work his way down to the 16. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burnett. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So out now come the Lions. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On 1st down, it's Smith. And his throw here is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. They'll go as a gain of 4, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
No, it's out. Smith lost it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Buffalo lead.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got an open man. It's Burnett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Burnett, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Time for another look at this Lions offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. One last throw here for Smith. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also low consequences. This game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it.